Hey, what's up, guys? Today is the day, and I am so excited. I'm going to be taking you on an all-access VIP behind-the-scenes tour inside the studio with one of the monsters of 80s rock, Aunt Betty. And we're going to be interviewing the founding member and lead guitarist, Package. Let's rock. Hey guys, just as I promised, look who I have in front of me. It's none other than The Package from Aunt Betty. Man, thank you so much for letting me come into your studio and for sharing a little bit of your story and just taking up some of your time. And it means an awful lot to me.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, I appreciate that very, very much. So let's jump right in to sharing a little bit about just how did this happen? Where was the influence and what caused The Package to kind of come of age, I guess, for lack of a better phrase?
I blame my cousin Terry.
Okay, your cousin Terry.
Yeah, he was 10 years older than me.
Okay.
And when I was 8 years old, my mom took me to his house and he showed me this red guitar.
Okay.
He was in a band, and you know, after we left the house, I said, "Mom, I really want a guitar. Can I get one for my birthday?" And I said, "I really like that red one that Terry had." And so, sure enough, my sweet mom bought me that exact guitar, which this is
awesome.
An exact replica. It's a Hagstrom 1, a Swedish guitar. And it was made in 1967.
Awesome.
And at the time, I didn't know how cool it was. But now I know. And I didn't take good care of it when I was a kid. So this is not the original, but it's an exact replica of it.
With a whammy bar.
With a whammy bar. You know, us dudes like whammy bars, don't we?
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And it works.
It does.
That's awesome. So your cousin Terry is to blame for what we have in front of us.
My cousin Terry. He is to
Cousin Terry, you did a good job. So, Package doesn't like to talk an awful lot about himself. He's a very modest person. So, I'm going to do it for him. I've seen him play a number of different shows, and he plays incredibly well. He's what I would consider a professional guitarist. It could be the Fireball, but I've never noticed you even missing a note.
Wow.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Never. I never miss notes.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. That's what I thought.
As far as I can tell.
Tell us a little bit about the band name. Like Aunt Betty, I'm almost certain there's not another Aunt Betty in the United States that's an 80s rock band. So how did that come to be? Or come to be, rather?
You know, when I started playing live music again, I got together with a bunch of guys, and my friend Larry Hall.
Okay.
He called me and he said, "Hey, Package, didn't you used to have a band?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but that was 15 years ago." He says, "Well, can you get them all together and come play at my bar?"
Just like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, well, let me call him and see." And I called him, and Larry owned a bar named Park Bench in Buckhead. And I got everyone together. The band that I used to play in was called Emerald City. And so Emerald City played a show on St. Patrick's Day in 2009 at Park Bench in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia. So after that, a few of me and a couple of the other guys decided we wanted to keep playing. And it wasn't Emerald City anymore, so we decided we needed a name. And about the same time, my mom passed away. And my mom's name was Betty. And she put up with all of my crap, playing guitar, learning guitar, trying to play guitar, and, you know, making all kind of dreadful noises at all hours of the night. And so she was a saint. I mean, she would have probably liked Fireball if they had it back then. But anyway, we named the band Aunt Betty after my mom.
I love it. And I promise you this, you'd be very proud to see where you've taken this band. You guys are a true draw in the tri-state area, in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area, here at the northwest tip of Georgia and Tennessee and Alabama. I don't know that there's a bigger draw than Aunt Betty. So your mother would be very, very proud, man. What a great story.
I hope so. She was a great woman.
For sure. Thanks for sharing.
Uh-huh.
Well, man, I don't want to hurt your feelings at all, but the first time I saw you guys, and I'm a guitar guy, but it really wasn't the smoking guitar licks that kind of caught my attention, nor was it those wild vocals that we'll get to in a second, but it was this little dude sitting on this riser just wailing at the drums, and the way the sound was dialed in, you truly felt the show. And that's one of the things that I think separates you guys from most bands, is you really feel the show.
And that's thanks to Lars. The Wizard of Lars? Yeah.
He's the sound engineer.
He's an incredible sound man and light man. He does our sound and lights all by himself.
So, for those of you watching, it is an experience. The Aunt Betty shows, they give it 100%, whether there's 50 people there or 5,000 people there. They literally give it all they've got. And the guy on the drums, let's talk about him for a second. Nugget. Okay, what do we need to know about Nugget?
Let me tell you a funny story about Nugget.
Okay.
So, Nugget had just joined the band, right?
Okay.
And we were playing this little club, and so in between songs, this woman comes up on stage and shows Nugget some body parts.
Okay, all right. I think I'm following you.
And at that time, we didn't call him Nugget, but she said, "You're a delectable little nugget." And from then on, he was Nugget.
Well, that's a good story.
That's how Nugget got his name. But Nugget is awesome, man. When we had a hard time finding a drummer.
Okay.
We looked everywhere, and then, you know, where do you go when you need to find something that you can't find anywhere around here?
Where would that be?
Temu.
Oh, yeah, Temu.
Yeah.
Everybody's aware of Temu.
Yeah, we ordered Nugget off Temu.
Didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. And, you know, like
Pro
anything,
tip.
like anything you get off Temu, when we got Nugget, he was a lot smaller than the pictures.
Okay. All right, maybe not so much a pro tip.
But when he got behind those drums,
oh yeah,
man, he brought the thunder. He brought it, dude.
He truly brings the thunder.
It was tiny thunder, but it was like if thunderstorm warnings were issued by Fisher Price. Anyway, Nugget is awesome. He's solid. You know, he plays every song the same, which is what drummers are supposed to do.
He never messes up.
Yeah.
Not that you do.
Never.
Not that the singer. He never messes up.
As a band, we never mess up.
I've never noticed.
We
it.
never do.
I've never
Ever.
noticed it. Well, I love that about Nugget. He is, in my opinion, the backbone of the band. He's the glue that holds everyone together.
And he can sing.
He can sing. I
Yeah.
have actually heard him sing as well. That's a good,
Yeah.
good call out right
Good
there.
singer.
Yeah, so Nugget, everyone. And I think he has a special following as well.
He does.
The Nugget fans.
Yeah, he
So,
does. He's got a
I see people swarming to him when you guys take breaks. He's
Yes.
always got, yeah.
they do. They're trying to lift him up so he can see over the crowd.
Oh, God. There's a reason that there's not a lot of 80s cover bands out here today. The primary reason is they either can't play the songs because they're a lot more difficult than people give us credit,
Yeah.
or they can't sing the songs. There's not a lot of singers out here, including the original singers,
Mm-hmm.
that can actually sing their own songs. But you have someone
Yes.
that can do it. And my goodness, what an amazing frontman for Aunt Betty. So, the singer,
Yeah, Tony.
Tony. Okay.
So we used to call him Boney, but
Okay.
but he didn't like that very much. So
Okay.
we don't call him Boney very much
I don't call him
anymore.
Boney.
But you can call him Boney if you want to.
No, I'm good.
I still do
You do?
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass. If he doesn't like it.
But you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of guitar players out there. Because you know why? Because you can learn to play guitar. You can learn to move your fingers. Singing is a completely different thing.
For sure.
If either God reached down and handed you an incredible voice,
Right.
or he didn't.
That's right.
I mean, you can improve your voice, 10, 20% one way or the other.
But you kind of got to have something.
But you have to have the natural
Right.
throat shape to produce the sound. Aunt Betty needed a bass player.
Okay.
So I knew Tony played bass. I knew Tony from the 80's. And so the other guitar player, there was another guitar player in Aunt Betty, used to play in a band with Tony. So he called him, and Tony came over for rehearsal. And we're playing a couple songs, and Tony says, I can sing. And I'm like, really? Okay, what do you want to sing? They said, Highway to Hell.
No chance. Right.
And I was like, okay. So we played Highway to Hell, and Tony killed it. And right after we hit that last note, I said, you're the singer.
No doubt.
And thank God, man, I finally, that is, in my opinion, the hardest part about being an 80's
Yep.
cover
Sure.
band is having a lead singer who can do justice to the vocals. You know, they're guitar players all over the place, but to find somebody who can sing like that is one in a million. It really is. Because if you come here, Aunt Betty, and you listen to Tony do Running with the Devil, it's pretty much like the record on Van Halen 1. And David Lee Roth can't even come close to that now.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
100%.
David Lee Roth is 71 years old, same age as Tony.
Right.
And Tony sings it a lot better.
Well, it isn't even just that. Tony's talent is off the charts.
Yep. And he plays bass while he's doing it.
He plays bass.
Yeah.
And he also engages the crowd. He is super fun.
Tony is larger than life.
He is larger than life. Yes.
He likes to be seen, for sure. He likes to be seen from way back in the back of the room too.
And it's working. Yes, you can see him from. But he does a fantastic job of engaging the crowd. He makes fun of himself and he's such a good sport about it. Doesn't take himself too seriously. In fact, I believe if you take the talent, the sound quality, and all these wonderful attributes that you guys have, and you put them aside, the most enduring factor about Aunt Betty is that you don't take yourself so seriously. You have fun.
Yeah, we don't.
You're one of the people. You're not better than anyone else in terms of how you view things. No. I've seen these guys promote other bands of the same genre from their stage.
Yeah, we do.
Nobody does that except these guys. And they do it all the time. You let people in the crowd play. There's a cowbell person that plays with you all the time, who's kind of famous in his own right, and you've even let me play with you. So it validates the fact that they really don't care. They don't take themselves.
We just like to have fun and make people have fun. That's what we like to do.
And it's impossible to go to an Aunt Betty show and not have fun.
But thank God for Tony and being able to sing these songs they're the songs I want to play. Genre of music. So thank God for Tony.
For sure. And it's clearly the songs that people want to hear because, as I've said before, in the tri-state area, there's probably not a bigger draw than Aunt Betty. And when I talk about tri-state, we're talking about the Chattanooga, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee kind of area. But again, bar owners, booking agents, if you're watching this, find these guys. If you're looking for an authentic 80s rock band that's going to truly engage the crowd, I don't know that it gets better than Aunt Betty. I'm just going to say that. I truly don't know that it gets better than Aunt Betty.
Well, thank you, James.
You're very welcome. And again, thanks so much for letting us come into your studio, look at your guitars, and hear the story behind how you guys became who you are. It means an awful lot to me, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that very, very much.
Appreciate it.
So, again, thanks so much for sharing all the insights around the band and how you came to be. But there's an awful lot of people behind the scenes that a lot of folks don't get a chance to see or know about. Is that right? And who might a few of those people be?
Well, let's start with our merch dude.
Merch dude. Is that a job title? Is that? Yeah, merch dude. Okay, all right.
Merch dude and guitar tech.
Okay, all right. Gotta have one of those.
Yep. So his name is Jacob.
Jacob.
And Jacob has been with Aunt Betty a long time, at least 12 years.
Awesome.
He would know exactly, but my brain doesn't work like it used to.
That's true.
When I was in my 20s, I mean, now that I'm in my early 40s, it just doesn't work that good. So, but Jacob is awesome. He handles all of our merch, and when I break a string, he runs up there like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to get it fixed for me, and just a great guy.
Truly,
I'm lucky to have him.
Yeah, for sure. A very important role, no doubt about it.
And then, I mean, I mentioned him earlier,
yeah.
But Lars Hansen, we call him the Wizard of Lars. He handles all the PA stuff. He handles the lights. He drives drags our trailer around all over the place and takes good care of our equipment. He books the band. He's our booking agent. And Lars does a lot.
No doubt about it. Lars,
and we consider Lars a band member, actually.
No question.
Because without a sound man and a light man, you're missing a big part of a rock show if you don't have one. So Lars, really, when we got Lars, our game stepped way up, because if you watch the lights, they go with the music, and most bands don't have someone that can actually do that.
Well, I'm glad you brought these guys up. Most bands don't have such a dedicated and loyal merch dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jacob really does peddle the swag. That's Aunt Betty. You guys got everything from shirts and shoes to guitar picks, you name it, they got it. And then, of course, Lars.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Like, you have state-of-the-art sound gear and equipment that works absolutely in sync. And it really magnifies the show. And it creates an awesome experience for everyone in the crowd. So, I'm glad you brought those guys.
I also want to mention Jason.
Jason,
yeah,
okay.
Jason. Do you recall Nugget got injured?
I do remember
and his arm was hurting. He couldn't really play.
Yep.
And he certainly couldn't haul equipment, set up his drums. Right. And Jason is Nugget's drum tech.
Gotcha.
And he really helped us out during that time. He still helps us out.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's one of those guys that just gets it done.
Well, I love that.
Doesn't complain. He's always there on time, stays until it's done. Just couldn't ask for a better drum tech than Jason.
Well, again, I'm glad you brought this up. I mean, behind every successful band or sports team, or really even any leader, there's usually an army of people that's kind of helping make all that happen. And they're kind of the unsung heroes.
They are.
And so hats off to these guys and for making this band become so successful. And so appreciate you sharing.
And they also have good throat shapes.
All right. So this is modern technology, man. So I have I've got questions for fans.
Where's your iPad?
My iPad contraption thing.
Yeah.
It's an index. So hey, I've got a couple of questions that came in from fans. Are you okay taking a few questions from the fans? Awesome. So this one is from Anita Bath out of Nashville, Tennessee. And she says, package, does it bother you that all the girls go to Tony's side of the stage?
Well, that's where you stand.
Well, that is true. Next question. All right. This one is from Wilma Fingerdew in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Did
you know Wilma?
You know Wilma?
Yeah. She requests songs a lot.
Okay. All right. She says, package, I've noticed you've lost a lot of weight and you're looking great. What's going on with Tony? Is he okay?
Well, you know Tony. He wants all the attention. Tony's grand in every aspect. He's got a grand voice.
Yeah.
Tony's grand. Every show we do, there's like 5 hairdressers out there.
I've wondered what the deal is. Yeah, like this is kind
and family members, because every town we go to, he starts one.
Yeah, okay.
There's
You got a better. That's kind of grayish platinum. Not. Anyway, hey, we're here for gear, and we're going to get to see some of Package's favorite guitars. So, what do you want to show us first here, buddy?
First, I want to show you this guitar.
Nice.
It's special to me because I guess it was about 6-8 years ago, some fans got together. It was Jack Bowman.
Yep.
Chris Cook.
Yep.
Matt Curtis.
Okay.
And my wife.
Okay. Awesome.
Kelly.
Yeah.
So for my birthday, they all put up the money, and they had Chris Cook of Throttle 21. Chris Cook make this guitar for me, and they have dubbed it the Package Stein.
Okay, man, that's awesome.
And so every year on my birthday, I try and play this guitar. I don't want to play it too much because it'll get messed up, and I don't want to mess it up. But thank you to Chris Cook, Matt Curtis, my wife, and Jack Bowman. Then I have a whole collection of Satchel guitars of Steel Panther, and I don't know if you can notice, but they all have strippers on stripper poles on the frets.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's awesome. So all of my Charvel Satchel guitars have the strippers on the frets.
Do you ever lose your place on the fretboard? Like, does it make it like kind of hard to?
Well, the thing that is distracting is that these are scratch and sniff. You know.
Yeah. Great guitar, signature series guitar.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Satchel. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I got to ask you a question, Package. Rumor is that you guys, when you were cutting your teeth, coming through the ranks, opened for Van Halen, and that Eddie himself actually gifted you a guitar.
Well, I was a lucky man.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, we were playing.
Like this really happened.
Yes, I lived in Atlanta all my life.
Right.
And Van Halen was playing at the Fox Theater, and we got the opportunity to open up for them. And
that is unbelievable.
And I got
in and of itself.
Yeah,
just to go
I
and
know.
play with him. Yeah.
Tell me about it. I got to meet him, and he's a really cool dude. And I don't know why he did it, but for some reason, he said, I guess because I told him that he was my idol.
Right.
And
as he is with a lot of us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why me, but he said, "Here, I want you to have this." And he gave me
this is an exclusive, guys.
Which is pretty priceless.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, who has this? Nobody. It's pretty cool. It's like, no one can get this now.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Eddie was the king. Man.
There's no doubt, man.
Absolutely.
So do you remember did he pass on any words of wisdom? Did he anoint you at all? Because, I mean, this is kind of
He was
special.
pretty busy. He was pretty busy. So, I mean, it was quick, and it was, there was a little bit of conversation, but not a whole lot, and
That's crazy. What would something like this go for? Like,
I have no idea, but I know that the original Frankenstein is going for over $1 million. But this, You know, this isn't a Frankenstein. This is
No.
just a guitar he
Right.
probably used to practice on or something like that. But
To,
it's been touched by Eddie Van Halen. That is the key.
that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Man. I kind of almost, I have to ask you this, but because I kind of like, you know, I'm kind of a guitar player myself. Could I maybe kind of hold it?
And I'm really hesitant.
I,
You're going to be really careful with it.
dude, like I'm like, yeah, like I was played receiver in like school and stuff. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm good, dude. This is good.
All right. Here, be very careful.
I will, man.
Be very careful.
Bro, I gotta go. It's time for me to go, man. It's been really fun.